Okay, I had to take the shades off. So this is George with
Maria.
She's supposed to say Truck Driver Nation. She thinks everybody's so concerned about who she is. Who's Maria? Anyways, who are we with?
Truck Driver Nation.
Okay. So what we're going to talk about is these leads that everybody says, well, you know, I went to a dispatching school and they didn't give me no leads. And then I get people that are coming to our school and they don't understand or appreciate what we're giving them. You know, we've been doing some remarketing and re-strateging on our leads because we got a new plan now. If you go into the website, we actually give you the leads that are specific to your needs. If you only need owner-operators or lease purchase, lease rental, company drivers, whatever it is, you go back there and you go into driver recruiting section, and I think it's recruiter certification, and the first thing you got is all the available leads that you can get by the bundle. The reason we did it is because most of our leads are mixed together, and so that allows you, if you only need owner operators, they're all certified. They got their MC numbers and everything with them. So if you want those type of leads, just go back there, and it ain't cheap, because like when we go, I would highly suggest that you go to Indeed, ZipRecruiter, Monster, and all these and see how much we're paying for them. You know, we're paying on average per lead that doesn't even pan out. We're paying $2 to $3 per lead. I'm not even joking. And majority of the times it's $3. They don't usually go above $3, but they're definitely $3. So looking at that, whether it pans out or not, it really sucks for us, and it upsets us actually. And we've been looking at all this scraping stuff, like how to scrape leads and stuff. Those services still cost you based on the type of scraping software there is. Some of that scraping software just does the individual website page, depending on what page you're on. I hope this don't get too loud because we're coming back into the traffic area. We're going from my morning walk and my morning talk. But if you're actually looking at those leads, if you're going through the scraping side, there's like all kinds of scrapers. And one type of scraper that you need is going to be the one that actually gives you specifically what you're asking for out of those web pages. If you get that, that could be good, but it's more detailed than what I imagined it would be. But as far as the leads, if you want leads and you want strictly to be what you're needing, go back there to the recruiter certification, and it means driver recruiter certification. And you can go in there and you can get those leads, and they're verified. That means we know what the MC is, we know what the company is, or who because when you say company, we're not talking about trucking company, we're talking about owner operators. Because anybody over about 5 trucks, they're going to be doing their own thing. They probably don't even need us. So they've already started in-housing their own people. But if you go back there, and you can, we got flowers out. Nice. Yeah, go right. We'll go back here. But if you go back there, those are all going to be individual owner operators, which makes it easier. And you can easily go back there and pick out which choice you need. Because it even has company drivers, over-the-road drivers, regional drivers, and local drivers. And you know, those profiles are all different based on what they're actually going to be making. But that being said, I hope this helps you out and gives you some idea of what we're paying for these leads. So when people are actually going through our course, I mean, you really need to see what you're getting for your money. You're paying, even at $500 down, another $2,000 or 2%, and what we're giving you day to day, you really ain't paying jack. And that's not to downplay your money, but it's definitely to put you in the concept of what your dollar goes for. But that being said, definitely look into it yourself. Don't just take our word for what we're saying, the value of what we're doing. We highly, highly suggest, because you don't know me and you don't know Truck Driver Nation unless you've done business with in the past, or unless we obviously recruited you for another trucking company. But that being said, go back there and take a look. If you have any questions or concerns, I'll definitely put my information down below. And that's really about it for now. But hold up, I'm gonna let Miss Maria tell you about her point so you completely understand. Tell them what you know.
I know today is Monday for me, but we'll be working tonight. And if you need assistance, go to Telegram at Truck Driver Nation. And if you need leads, let us know. I think it's starting to rain.
Tell them about sourcing these leads so they can understand from YouTube what we're dealing with when doing this.
We are dealing with challenges, obviously. We're just giving it out for free. All the time and effort that we put out to get the leads, if you think it's just easy to get and it's nonsense, well, perhaps you should try it yourself instead of just, complaining, and instead of
and when she says complaining, they're complaining. They're like, well, I did 600 leads and only got maybe 5 people that were interested. That's for leads you didn't pay nothing for. They're completely mixed up. They're a mixture of everybody that we do. We just put them in a database. So if you want them segregated into their own continuity, basically what their needs are, or what your needs are actually, then that's where you need to go get them. This under the driver recruiter, recruiter certification.
Yeah, there are pages in the website that you should take the time to explore, because there's a lot of contents. It's there for as part of your resources. It's not like, I don't want to repeat it, but you have to do your part. And as I mentioned on the phone, those leads, you don't have to pay for subscription, you don't have to hire someone to do this and that. It's all given out to you. You just have to do your part. When you pray, God says do your part. And the same as that situation. Not everything is easy. Do your part. What else is there for me to say?
Texting. They gotta have bulk text.
The bulk text is another challenge. We use Ring Central. That's another subscription, just so you know. It may be cheap on their main website or affordable, but the time it'll take 4 to 6 months or even probably more. We've been through that challenge ourselves.
That was a bad scenario, by the way. We dealt with a bad scenario.
Yeah, so unless you're really willing to do it yourself, you will see how challenging everything is compared to how you think it is. All that negative stuff is already filtered out for you. But the bulk text does help.
It's the only way to go. She's saying it's not help. That is the only way to go. Without bulk testing, you're a better man than I am. But I've been doing it a lot longer, and my patience is a lot thinner when it comes to getting these messages out.
So, do your own study for the leads, for the tools, the phone, whatever you use. It's starting to get really humid in the morning. So visit the website, truckdrivernation.com. Send us an email to support@truckdrivernation.com. Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Truck Driver Nation. It's a graduation day, I can see. What else am I missing, George?
Well, we're going to go inside the casino restaurant, but that's just too many people. So today's graduation day. For everybody that managed to get to their end of their propaganda for their country, they're going to say, good sheep. Here's your diploma for that one. Anyways, tell them, baby. That's all I got to say.
truckdrivernation.com, support@truckdrivernation.com, Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Central Time, 210-343-1118. If you need to talk to George, let me know. Anything else?
No, that's all I got, babe.
There's the waterfront.
Now that's a casino in Cebu City.
Waterfront Hotel and Casino.
Yeah.
In Cebu City. There's also one in Mactan, Cebu International Airport. That's where we actually live.
Right now it's actually starting to rain, but I'm sorry, it's sprinkling. It's going to pass, but we're going to walk in it because that's the closest you're going to get to an air conditioner around here.
All right. Talk to you later.
Thank you.
Bye.